VGC of Pokemon Sword and Shield Season 3 has just been announced, and time has come to make a brand new team. So today, guys, I'm going to be going through my team, which is a 2-in-1 team for singles and doubles, which you can use for yourself. So I'm just going to run through it. We'll start off with Duraludon. So Duraludon, obviously we've got the Stalwart to deal with any follow me issues with maybe Indeedee, Togekiss, and anything else that really can learn it. So it's just a good way to get rid of those pesky Trick Room setters. The Life Orb is good and definitely helps out with a lot of the moves, because it's going to be... Oops. It does special attacks do 1.3 damage, and it loses 1/10 of its health, which isn't much really for Duraludon. Duraludon does have a lot of health, but when you stack it up on those 10 moves, you're going to be down. And, I mean, Duraludon doesn't really last too long, but it's worth putting the Life Orb on to get that extra power to knock out anything it might have a threat against. So we're going to move on to his moves. We got Flash Cannon. Very good move. 10% chance to lower the target's special defense by 1. Very good, because while you're lowering the special defense, it's a special attacking moves. It's going to do more over time. Brick Break, great for getting rid of those light screen setters and like setters like Grimmsnarl, which most people do like to use. Definitely worth using that. Thunderbolt is really just good as a special attacking move. Flash Cannon can lower the special attack, go for Thunderbolt, and it's good for taking out any flying types like Charizard. We've got Iron Head as well to flinch. Really good, very useful. 30% chance, really good. 80 base power too, so it's a really good move for offense. Dragapult, we've got the Algrove Berry, so it restores some HP when it gets low, because this thing is a very good, very fast addition to the team. Now we've got the Infiltrator ability, so it can ignore the light screens and stuff, which maybe a Grimmsnarl would set up. Definitely the best ability in my opinion to use on Dragapult. And we got Flamethrower, 10% chance to burn the target. Definitely worth having that one there, just because it can easily get rid of any grass types and anything else. Dragon Pulse, definitely good. Just a strong move. We've got the boost from the Dragon type from Dragapult. Now Hydro Pump, good for getting rid of any other maybe fire types or anything really that's really a problem, because Torkoal is very good. It was very good for my VGC last time, which is what I used. I used a Trick Room with Torkoal. It was really good, and Dragon Ball was really one of my only threats, to be honest. Sucker Punch, great if you're low and about to get taken out, so definitely worth bringing that. It's just one of those things you can get around with. Now, I did forget to mention with Duraludon, I was going to go on with Dragon Ball, is what I'm going for with the IV spread. So we've got a full on special attack for most of its special attacking moves. Speed, we want to make it as fast as possible. It is already a pretty fast Pokemon. And we've just put some more on HP so we can tank up a little bit more. Natures wise, Naive is pretty good, because then we can increase speed. Special defense we're not too worried about, because a lot of people like to use Earthquake on this. But some people do bring the Flamethrower, so that is one risk you do need to be aware of. Dragapult, on the other hand, has increased special attack, increased speed, but this time increased attack, which is pretty good. Speed definitely is going to help. It's really fast just so it can make sure it can outspeed everything. The special attack is good for all of its other moves, and the attack, well, that's just for anything else like Sucker Punch you might want. Now, we've got Dracovish with a Choice Band, definitely good because it increases the attack by 1.5, and Strong Durability, which increases the power of Bite type moves. The bite-based attack moves. That's what I was trying to say. And very good for Dracovish because it has a lot of those kind of moves. Vicious Rend, obviously you're mainly going to use this because it's a very, very powerful move. And 85 base power and doubles if the user moves first. Now I'm going to get on to why Djokovic is so good in a minute. But next we got Ice Fang, 10% chance to freeze and 10% chance to flinch. Two really annoying things that can happen. I mean, we don't have as much of a chance of flinch than Iron Head or something like that, but it's still worth it, and with a chance to freeze, it's really good to stop them for a couple of turns. Psychic Fangs, it can again destroy screens, which is like break. Very good if you want to stop any Grimmsnarls or other things that will set up like that. Rock Slide is also good for flinching, and it can flinch multiple Pokemon in one turn, which is extremely good. So that's definitely worth bringing Rock Slide. Now moving on to the IV spread attack, we want that for the Vicious Rends and the Ice Fang and the Psychic Fangs. Speed, we want to increase that for the Vicious Rends, so we move first, so we get that double attack boost, which is really, really good. And we'll just put a little bit on special defense for any of those fairy types, and any of the electric types, really. Now moving on to Charizard. Charizard is great for this. Assault Vest for any of its physical moves, like its Thunder Punch and Earthquake. Very good, and it's great for doubles, and when we're putting it together with Ninetales, which I'll give a reason for in a minute. Solar Power, it's really good. If Sunny Day is active, this Pokemon's move, its attack is 1.5, which is really good, but it's like the Life Orb, but this time it's an ability, but only in certain conditions. So it does help a lot. It is hidden ability, so you might have to breed a few things, you'll eventually get it. Definitely worth grabbing. The Heat Wave is really good when put together with Ninetales, because you have the Assault Vest and the Solar Power. Actually, no, the Assault Vest isn't going to do anything, but the Solar Power is really good with the Heat Wave and the Sunny Day inactive, because Ninetales has Drought. Setting that up is going to increase the Fire type moves, and Solar Power is going to increase them even more while in Sunny Day. Now, Heat Wave can burn the opponent, and it can hit two opponents at the same time, which is really good. Flamethrower, good for any special attack weaknesses. Thunder Punch, good with the Assault Vest because it is increased. And it also has chance to paralyze. Earthquake, also very good. Can hit multiple Pokemon, and if you do have something that doesn't have, say, a balloon or the ability to levitate, you're going to want to do something about that and just have Protect on it, maybe, if you're going to use for Earthquake. Earthquake is just one of those moves you do want to always have. Ninetales, like I said, it has Drought. Drought is going to be really effective as with the Charizard in doubles. So we got the Power Herb, so it's 2-turn moves complete in one, which is really good. So anything like Solar Beam, which I have on this Ninetales, is going to be done even without Sunny Day a turn faster, which is really good for getting that off last minute quick attacks. Nasty Plot, increasing that special attack for Heat Wave and Solar Beam and Shadow Ball as well. So it's definitely worth bringing along Shadow Ball, because we get the 20% chance to lower the target special defense. Very good. And I forgot to do the IV spread for Charizard. We've got the speed boost, which is great. We've got the special attack boost for all the special attacking moves. Don't need to worry too much about the Assault Vest. The Assault Vest, because we've mainly got special attacking moves, and that's mainly what you're going to want to use on Charizard. Attack, just for that extra attack boost. And for Ninetales, we've got the defense for any ground types attacks, and the special attack for the Heat Wave and Solar Beam, all of its moves really. And we got speed on it, so we can just get off any other moves we might want. Because Ninetales isn't really a big part apart from its Drought, so you just need to get it out on the field. It doesn't matter. Now, Toxapex is our Staller, which is really good for last minute comebacks or anything like that. So we got Scold for any just minimum damage as much, because we can just keep chipping away. Don't need to worry too much. Baneful Bunker, very good, as we can protect ourselves, and if they go for a physical move, they will get poisoned no matter what, which is really good. And for any special attackers, you have the Toxic, but it's definitely worth trying to bring that Toxapex out against the physical attackers. Haze for any of those stat changes, maybe from a Dynamax Pokemon. Gosh damn it. And it's definitely worth having that on. It's definitely worth having the Haze to really just deal with any of the stat changes. The Limber, very good for paralysis, because we know lots of people like to go for the Rotoms in these VGCs, and those usually have Thunderbolt, so it could bring paralysis. So Limber is a really good counter for that. The Focus Sash, again, for these Thunderbolt Rotoms, so that it doesn't get O-code, because usually that is what happens with Toxapex, and it isn't a very fast Pokemon, so that's why we want to add the Focus Sash. Moving on to the IV spread, we want that increased HP, so we don't take a lot of damage, but we will usually take a lot of damage from electric types. Defense, really good for any ground type moves coming our way, like Earthquake or maybe Drill Run. And we've got the special defense increase for the Thunderbolt and things. So that's really the team for solos and singles and doubles. So it's definitely worth using this team. If you want to use it for yourself, go ahead. That's why I made this team, so people can use it, check it out for themselves, and experiment with it. So I hope this has been useful for you guys. Hope you have enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, make sure to like this video if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.